world's not so simple anymore. We ignored it. Now we can't. Jackie Robinson, a black man in white baseball. You don't belong here, and you never will. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here.
You are not the only one with something at stake here.
You give me a uniform, and I won't let them down.
42, the true story of an American legend. Rated PG-13.
And welcome to Time About the Movies. No intro this week, mostly because we only got 2 movies to look at today. And we can kind of rush through these pretty quickly, because there's not really much more to say about the 2 films we're going to talk about that hasn't already been addressed already. But it is April 12, 2013, and we are starting off, of course, with the best of the 2 new releases, and that is, of course, 42, which is, of course, the story of Jackie Robinson, the first black athlete to play in Major League Baseball during the modern era, and the title of the film reflects Robinson's jersey number, which was universally retired across all MLB teams in 1997. And you also have a cast that includes Harrison Ford, Nicole Beharie from Sleepy Hollow, Christopher Maloney, Andre Holland, Lucas Black, Hamish Linklater, Alan Tudyk, and, of course, Chadwick Boseman as Jackie Robinson. And really, the best thing you could say about the movie in general is the fact that it is the showcase for Chadwick Boseman. Now, he had been in a couple of movies before this, most notably The Express, the story about I had the name of the person there for a second. I can't remember who it was. Where is it? The Ernie Davis story. He played Floyd Little in The Express, the Ernie Davis story, and even stuff in before that he was in stuff like he was in TV shows like All My Children, Third Watch, Law and Order, CSI New York, ER. But this is his biggest role up to that point was a show called Persons Unknown, which I have no idea what it was. It was a short-lived psychological thriller series created by Christopher McQuarrie, of all people. But yeah, it only lasted about 1 season, but nobody really knew who Chadwick Boseman was, mostly until this movie came out. This really was the movie that showed everybody that, man, this guy who's playing Jackie Robinson is damn good. And, of course, he would have that success throughout the course of the rest of the decade overall because, yeah, regardless of how bad the movies were, Chadwick Boseman always gave 110% with every role he was in. When he played Jackie Robinson, he was great. Even when he played James Brown in Get On Up, which is not a good biopic, he was still the best thing about that movie. He was great as Thurgood Marshall, even though that movie wasn't that great. And, of course, his career came to an end when he died in 2020. And he got nominated for the Oscar for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I think a lot of people would agree he should have won, but they gave it to Anthony Hopkins, basically telling Chadwick Boseman, yeah, we know you're dead and all that, and we're going to give you the nomination, but sorry, we got to give Hannibal Lecter another Oscar for some reason. No, because literally, there's no reason why Anthony Hopkins needed 2 Oscars in his life, meanwhile Chadwick Boseman doesn't get jack squat. I mean, that still bugs me to this very day, but in terms of this movie overall, this really is a good biopic. It's a good biopic that showcases the true power of Chadwick Boseman as this influential figure in Jackie Robinson. But not only that, though, it's one of Harrison Ford's most underrated performances, playing Branch Rickey, who owns the Brooklyn Dodgers. I mean, he is really good in this movie. He gives one of his strongest performances overall. It's a terrific film with a lot of great talent all across the board in this film. I mean, this film just works in so many ways, shape, or form. It's one of the best biopics I've ever seen. It's directed by Brian Helgeland, who, as a director, his movies have been mostly okay at best. I mean, he's read a lot of good stuff too, but he's done stuff like Payback. He did A Knight's Tale. He did The Order. Not a lot of great movies as a director. This is easily his best film overall, and it just works because you have a great young actor in Chadwick Boseman who just knocks this role out of the park, and, you know, a great cast surrounding him. I can't really say much more about this one that hasn't already been said already. It's a fantastic, fantastic film, highlighted by Boseman, highlighted by Harrison Ford, highlighted by the direction of Brian Helgeland, and highlighted by this great story that's being told here. It's a great, great film. 42, can't recommend this one enough. So, that's the good movie. Now let's get to the bad movie. Let's talk about the 5th installment of the Scary Movie series, simply known as Scary Movie 5.
Kendra?
What?
There's someone out there!
Front door. Oh. Open.
Someone's in the house.
Open.
Okay.
Front door.
Okay.
Open.
They're broken. Just stay
Shower
calm.
door.
I want you to
Open.
stay calm.
Underwear drawer.
Shut the hell
Open.
up.
No need for that, bitch.
Bitch!
In this family,
Who's the cutest baby in the world? Little baby Aiden. Oh, jeez.
something paranormal is happening.
I feel like there's something in this house. Aiden, I heard something.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just... Man, that's a lot of pants.
And the only way to stop the activity
Blaine Folder, professional psychic. I'm gonna have to get some of your personal belongings here. It's just so I can run up for ghost and demon residue. Hey, this is stealing. Demon's got my fist, ma'am.
is to solve the mystery.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this, quick.
I was told you needed a dream extraction. This tube goes in your mouth, and the other one goes in your rectum. Okay, it's in. Hang on. I'm sorry. That one goes in your mouth, and the other one goes in your rectum.
Wait, how do we know who's a witch?
Well, it's simple. Who wants to hurt you?
What time is it?
Ballet time.
A psychic told me a witch is out to get me.
There's always some ballerina who won't give up the spotlight. I danced the swan when I was pregnant with you.
We just had this movie! No joke! A Haunted House literally came out 3 months ago, did the exact same thing, and surprisingly did it a whole lot better than this, even though that movie is fucking garbage. In fact, of all the spoof movies we had, I don't think I ever would have thought that that movie would be the best spoof movie of the year. And even then, this movie is that movie was fucking terrible. As is this movie. This is, without a doubt, the worst of the scary movie films. Happily married couple Dan and Jody, played by Simon Rex and Ashley Tisdale, begin to notice some bizarre activity once they bring their lost nieces and nephew home. But when the chaos expands into Jody's job as a ballet dancer and Dan's career as an ape researcher, yeah, we're basically throwing in Black Swan and Rise of the Planet of the Apes here. They realize their family is being stalked by a nefarious demon. Together with the advice of a psychic and the aid of numerous surveillance cameras, they must figure out how to get rid of it before it's too late. You want to know how to get rid of it? Don't make this fucking movie, because Scary Movie has basically fallen into the Freeburg-Seltzer category of, let's go ahead and parody every single thing that has come out since the last Scary Movie film. I mean, they do Black Swan, they do Mama, they do Rise of the Planet of the Apes, they do Sinister, you see Inception in there, Ted is in here, Evil Dead, The Cabin in the Woods, Insidious, The Help. They didn't even wait for the Evil Dead movie to come out after 1 week. 1 week, they didn't even wait for that. They have it in this movie. That's how you know that this movie is bad. This is a terrible, terrible film, and yet this is one that's written by David Zucker, who I think is the one who writes the better Scary Movie films. He wrote the better Scary Movie films, Scary Movie 3, Scary Movie 4. Those are my favorite ones in the series, and also has Pat Proft behind the writing of this. But it's directed by Malcolm D. Lee, who is a good director who very rarely makes a bad film. I mean, this is a guy that made The Best Man, Roll Bounce, Undercover Brother, Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins, Soul Men, Barbershop The Next Cut, Girls Trip, Night School, Space Jam A New Legacy. There's the films that are not great, but they're still enjoyable. But this is the bottom of the barrel, and it basically shows that Malcolm D. Lee is not the right guy to be making these type of movies in general here. Like, I mean, I don't know if David Zucker would have been better for this, because this whole movie just feels like it's a complete waste of time. They made this because they saw all these other spoof movies coming out. They saw that the Freeburg-Seltzer empire that they had, if you even want to call it that, was dying down. And someone said, we can finally make a movie now, because nobody gives a shit what Freeburg and Seltzer were doing now. But yeah, this movie is bad. This is a terrible, terrible comedy, and it doesn't help that every single joke in here is not funny at all. Like I said, it's written like a bad Freeburg-Seltzer movie. It's like this is the thing that literally killed a spoof movie for a lot of people. This is the thing that literally killed it, but it just doesn't work. It just does not work at all. It's not funny. It's not scary. It's not It's not incredible. It's not great. It's a bad movie. It's not anything of value whatsoever. It's a complete waste of your time. And for Malcolm D. Lee, at least he's going to have a much better movie coming out in November with The Best Man Holiday. At least that's a sequel that actually works and is actually really good. But this is a terrible, terrible film that is going to kill the Scary Movie franchise for at least 13 years before, surprise, surprise, they're making another Scary Movie film. This time with the same people who made a haunted house. Yeah, we basically have gone full circle here, people. And yeah, this I'm telling you right now, I'm not feeling confident about Scary Movie 6 just on that alone. Even though the Wayans brothers are involved in it, yeah, that one I don't think is gonna help this series out at all. But I mean, it doesn't help that the new Scream movie coming out feels like a parody of feels like a Scary Movie film on its own merits, and that's the main focus of these films and how that series began. Like this, I got nothing else for you, man. This thing fucking sucks. Like, say what you will about Scary Movies 3 and 4. I know I'm alone on that in saying that those are good movies, but I think everyone can agree Scary Movie 5 is the worst of the worst. Plain and simple. Avoid Scary Movie 5 like the plague. And thus, with all that said, we wrap up another episode of Time About the Movies. Next time we meet, we'll take a look at 2 more movies, including Tom Cruise's latest film with Morgan Freeman, directed by Joseph Kosinski of Tron Legacy, Oblivion. And we also have Rob Zombie's latest film, The Lords of Salem. So we'll take a look at both of those movies coming up tomorrow on the show, so stay tuned for that. But with all of that said, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and do me the honors of hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification button. Also, don't forget to check out our playlist, and don't forget to check out the previous episode we did. With all that said, whether it's in the past, the present, or the future, I will see you at the movies. Take care.